I think, one of the interesting things is the biggest difference between now and then actually has nothing to do with Bitcoin and way more to do with inflation. Like 2020, I think, uncoincidentally for me, when I got started with this, was because that was when I think money started to noticeably work differently. By the cost of things starting to increase just much faster than ordinary people are used to. And it's like this weird thing with Bitcoin because the price of Bitcoin is still increasing faster than other things too, which is confusing for people. But it's an interesting intersection today with, like you said, the president of the United States and the biggest institutional investors talking about Bitcoin at a time where, money has been probably more confusing than ever.
Yeah, no, that really resonates. The inflation thing is a tricky one, and it's like, I always equated to asthma. I don't know if you ever had trouble breathing, but as a kid, I had, pretty severe asthma. And it's like when you're breathing fine, you're okay with it and everything's normal. But when you've got when you're coming down with an attack, it's like all you can think of. And I find money's similar, when you've got a lot of it in the bank, it's like, nah, whatever, inflation, no inflation. But when you're struggling financially, it feels like the world's like collapsing in on you. And it's so difficult to even put your finger on it. I mean, I think most people, when they think about inflation, they attribute it to greedy entrepreneurs raising the prices of things. And, most people don't even understand really what's happening, and that it's attributed to money printing and all these things that, Bitcoiners geek out about. But I don't know. I just, like I said, I can't help but feel that Bitcoin is kind of flipping the script on maybe one of the most important things of our lives.